EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Achane. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll run with Achane. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
how often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. Gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Efl Wk. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Metcalf with the grab. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Seahawks. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
On just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Room to run at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st down, it's Love. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on a pick 6.
Yeah, defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Love to throw it on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Walker. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and... That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Open man is Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now Love. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's second and 6. On play action, he'll set up. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll send a tight end in motion. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. Third and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air one more time. He's got a man. It's Metcalf.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Seahawks 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
Just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tied ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Taken at the 19. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Second and a yard. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Here's a run going left. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Walker. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the 4th quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Here's a handoff to Walker. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, When did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The 3rd down, they go with Walker. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.